Unit 7. Antibiotics. Antibiotics are powerful medicines used to fight a wide variety of infections or diseases caused by bacteria in people and animals. Antibiotics work to kill the bacteria or stop them from multiplying. Before bacteria can multiply and cause symptoms, the immune system can typically kill them. Sometimes, however, the number of harmful bacteria is excessive, and the immune system can't fight all. At that point, antibiotics are urgently needed. Different antibiotics work against different types of bacteria. Antibiotics that stop bacteria from multiplying and affect a wide range of bacteria are called broad-spectrum antibiotics, like amoxicillin and gentamicin, whereas antibiotics that kill bacteria and affect only a few types of bacteria are called narrow-spectrum antibiotics, such as penicillin. Some people may develop an allergic reaction to antibiotics, especially penicillin. Side effects might include rash, swelling of the tongue and face, and difficulty in breathing. Allergic reactions to antibiotics might be immediate or delayed. People with reduced liver or kidney function should be cautious when using antibiotics. This may affect the types of antibiotics they can use or the dose they receive. Medical professionals have concerns that people are overusing antibiotics. The more often antibiotics are used or taken incorrectly, the more chance bacteria have to change and become resistant to them. This can make bacterial infections much harder to treat. Patients should complete the whole course of medication to prevent the return of the infection. The world needs to change the way it prescribes and uses antibiotics. Even if new medicines are developed, without behavior change, antibiotics resistance will remain a major threat. Behavior change must include actions to reduce the spread of infections through vaccination, hand washing, and food hygiene. هذا النص بيحكي عن المضادات الحيوية وكيف بتم التعامل مع البكتيريا لحتى تقضي عليها، وكيف إنه جهاز مناعتنا بالأصل بيقضي على البكتيريا من قبل تدخل المضاد الحيوي، لكن في بعض الأحيان بتكون البكتيريا عددها أكثر أو أكبر من إنه يقدر الجهاز المناعي، فبتدخل المضادات الحيوية أو الأدوية مشان تساعد على القضاء على البكتيريا. طبعاً ما بصير ناخد أي أدوية بدون وصف الطبيب، خصوصاً إذا كان في ردات فعل حساسية. نحن ننتقل الآن لحل أسئلة النص. Answer the following questions. What is the function of antibiotics and how is it fulfilled? Antibiotics are powerful medicines used to fight a wide variety of infections or diseases caused by bacteria in people and animals. Antibiotics work by killing the bacteria or stopping them from multiplying. What happens if the immune system can't kill all bacteria? If the immune system can't fight all the bacteria, antibiotics are urgently needed because bacteria can multiply and cause symptoms. What kinds of antibiotics are mentioned in the text? Broad-spectrum antibiotics like amoxicillin and gentamicin, and narrow-spectrum antibiotics such as penicillin. Why should people with reduced liver or kidney function be cautious when using antibiotics? Because this may affect the types of antibiotics they can use or the dose they receive. When do bacteria become resistant and preventable? When antibiotics are used or taken incorrectly. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده. Match the words in bold in the text to their definitions. المطلوب مني بهذا السؤال إني أوصل الكلمات المحددة بخط أسود عريض بالنص مع ما يناسبها من تعريف. Being careful about what to do. Cautious. Increase very much in number or amount. Multiply. Having a medical condition which causes you to feel ill. Allergic. Greater than what seems reasonable or appropriate. Excessive. The act of using force to oppose something. Resistance. طبعا cautious تعني حذر. multiply يتكاثر أو يتعدد. allergic تعني حساسية. excessive تعني مفرط أو بشكل مبالغ فيه. resistance تعني مقاومة. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده. Read the following sentences to correct information. المطلوب مني بهذا السؤال اقرأ الجمل وصحح معلوماتها. The immune system can destroy all bacteria immediately even if they multiply. The immune system can't fight all bacteria when they are excessive. Penicillin prevents bacteria from multiplying. Amoxicillin and gentamicin prevent bacteria from multiplying. Antibiotics become more effective when overused. Antibiotics become more effective when used or taken correctly. Patients should stop the course of medication as soon as they feel better. Patients should complete the whole course of medication to prevent the return of the infection. ننتقل للسؤال بعده بقسم الفوكابولاري. Choose the correct answer between brackets. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة بين الأقواس. The Council strives to meet the expectations and aspirations of the community in delivering top quality services. If taxes were raised by just 1%, hundreds of new schools and hospitals could be built. It will be difficult to attain your goal of fluency if you don't make an effort to speak more in class. When I feel like I'm about to lose my temper, I just leave the room. Can you give me a lift to work tomorrow? My car's being repaired. Invest if you like, but you're running the risk of losing everything if the business fails. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده في قسم pronunciation. Add the magic E to the following words, then listen to see how it changes their sounds and meanings. عم بيقول لي السؤال أضف حرف ال E السحري إلى نهاية هذه الكلمات ولنرى كيف يتغير معناه. كلمة cut لما تضيف لها E بتصير cute. kit, kite, rat, rate, hat, hate, not, note, bit, bite. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده. listen and type the missing silent letter. مطلوب مني استمع واكتب الحرف الساكن. طبعا silent letter هو حرف يكتب لكن لا يلفظ، مثل كلمة autumn خريف، حرف N في نهاية كلمة autumn يكتب لكن لا يلفظ. In my country, most rain falls in autumn and winter. We visited the church and the castle when we went to the ancient city. Who wants to be a millionaire is a general knowledge quiz. Excuse me, your answer isn't right. It's wrong. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده بقسم grammar القواعد. Put the verbs in brackets into the correct tense. ضع الفعل بين الأقواس في الزمن الصحيح. If I started writing poetry, my English teacher would be surprised. People would see my photo everywhere if I was a famous model. If the family had saved enough money, they would have bought a new flat. The buildings wouldn't have burned to ashes if the fireman had come in time. If my little sister did something wrong, I'm sure she would tell me. If the policeman had seen the thief, he would have arrested him. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده. Complete the following sentences. اكمل الجمل التالية. ننتقل للسؤال اللي بعده. Rewrite the following sentences using conditionals type second or third. I went to bed late last night, so I was tired the following day. If I had gone to bed early last night, I wouldn't have been tired the following day. The poor man could have built his house if the officials hadn't stopped him. Or we can say, the poor man could have built his house unless the officials had stopped him. Or, unless the officials had stopped the poor man, he could have built his house. The third one, If our team had won the match, they would have moved up. If Christine was on holiday in Italy, she wouldn't be in hospital now. If the streets in our town weren't so crowded, I could drive my car. Or we can say, unless the streets in our town were so crowded, I could drive my car. ننتقل الآن لفقرة Everyday English on the phone terms. مصطلحات الهاتف. Put the following conversation in the correct order. مطلوب مني رتب هي المحادثة لحتى يصير عندي محادثة أو حوار مفهوم. Hello, Frank and Brothers, how can I help you? This is Peter Martin. Can I have extension 3421? Certainly. Hold on a minute. I'll put you through. Bob's office, Frank speaking. This is Peter Martin calling. Is Bob in? I'm afraid he's out at the moment. Can I take a message? Yes, could you ask him to call me at 0255678896? I need to talk to him about the line. It's urgent. Could you repeat the number, please? Yes, that's 0255678896, and this is Peter Martin. Thank you, Mr. Martin. I'll make sure Bob gets this ASAP. هون بهي الجملة ASAP or ASAP هي اختصار لكلمة as soon as possible بتعني عاجلا. Thanks. Bye. Bye. وهيك بنكون نهينا Unit 7 في كتاب الأنشطة Workbook. Thank you so much for listening.